Hello, welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator 2014. Last time we were fixing this guy's brand new car. Nope, I don't know why either. So let's see what's next. Alright, here we go. Invoice 30. He hasn't driven his car for 2 months and it won't start. Find the solution for $600. Okay, that sounds like a battery stroke alternator stroke electrical problem. Either that or there's a spud in the exhaust. I don't see a spud in the exhaust. Was this meant to be like a little Golf? I didn't notice what it was called. It's one of these Isan things, isn't it? Isan Cougar. Alright, let's have a look. Well, doesn't take much glancing to see it. The battery looks like it's knackered. The alternator looks fine. So let's just go straight at the battery. 0%. Now presumably I can take that over to my Magic Vice and charge it, because that's what happens. I was joking. I've probably already done this before. That's how I remember. Okay. I've repaired it. Right, yes, repair assemble mode, I mean. There you go. Good as new. And you've paid me $600, whereas really what you wanted to do is go down to your local parts store and pay about 30, well, I don't know what bucks would be, about 40, 50 bucks for a new battery. However slow I am, I've been quicker than whoever's working on these other cars. I'll probably find out it's actually me that's working on these cars. Anyway, right, so, is that it? Yes, job done. Okay, well I won't make that a video on its own because that was ridiculously fast. So let's see what's next. Okay, welcome to the garage. What's another find the solution? Well, engine stops working, sometimes for about half a second. I was in another garage but they didn't find anything. I don't have time to drive from one mechanic to the other, so that's exactly what I've done. $5,000. Oh, okay. Well, you know the last one was really quick because it was just the battery. Tell you what, I'll spend some time looking at it and see if see if an answer just magically emerges. Right, first things first. Let's do the never useful yet, or ever hopeful. I'll sit back and watch my Reader Pro go at it. Read that EEPROM. Yeah. Done. Alright. Okay, how was that for you? That wasn't the solution apparently. Oh dear. Right. Oops, slide along the hood, bonnet, front bit thing. I think that's a technical term. His engine cuts out for sometimes a second. Is that electrics? Is that the air intake? What do we think it might be? Answers on a postcard. I'm going to do my usual and start with the mode selection apparently, and try removing the electronics. Let's have a look. Whoops. Let's see if I can actually. Oh, it's flashing away at me. Look, saying, "No, you've got to remove me first." Blah de blah. Do it properly. Okay, here we go. Now that my eagle eyes are now know to look out for is a shit spark plug. I can't click it anymore for some reason. Why can't I click on any of the other ones? Okay, that wasn't too bad. So that's 95%. I like the fact it tells me now sometimes when I click on things. That's that skill I learned, I suppose. 95%. Okay, so far we've got one dead spark plug. Let's see if it's matched by a dead one on this side. It looks like it is. Look at that little puppy. 10%, 95, 95. Ooh, 16%. Let's have that off. Now seriously, you took this to another garage. This is where you get interested in these sort of things. So which garage was it, if you don't mind me asking? Because they failed to find this. I'd be asking for a rebate. Starter's fine, so it was just some of that stuff. Any of this look like it needs... No, I'm not going to worry about that. I found a problem. Let's fix that and see if that does the job. So, my ever hopeful trip over to the Magic Vice. No repairable parts in the inventory with an annoying dialog box to close. So, we need 2 spark plugs and 2 ignition modules for V6s, I believe. So, ignition modules. Okay, they're not cheap. Oh, we didn't check the leads. I might need new leads. Let's get the spark plugs. So it's just 2 spark plugs, same for all cars. Don't need a V6 one. And see, remember to check the wires as I'm putting them back in. Right, so let's get into vengeance mode. Pop you in. Whoops. Find your hotspot. Oh, why can't I? Oh yeah. Ignition module. Bolt you back on. Stick the leads back on. What condition were the leads in? 95%. Right, that's fine. Smoothly spin round. Find the hotspot. Screw that little baby in. Alright, so ignition module back on. Check the leads. Leads are fine. Awesome. What do I need to put on now? Oh yes. And that'll be no parts left to assemble, one would hope. No parts to assemble. Okay. There you are, sir. All done. Your nice cream coloured car. And when I say nice, I mean frippin' awful. Who chooses... Oh, I'm not going to even get into it. It'll offend somebody, I'm sure. Okay, so that wasn't the end of the solution. You'll be pleased to know there's more. Alright. So, did all the ignition stuff, checked the starter. If it's faintly worth checking the air filter. It's my ever-present option of what might be wrong. Oil is fine, good colour. Oh, ball missed. Oh, really? Oil filter condition unknown. Let me tell you, it's fine. So, I clicked on that. Bloody hell. Oil filter. In you go. Oil filter cap. Okay, so it's most likely something to do with the timing, I'd guess, as the next electrical component to have a possibly slightly random bearing on the car's smooth running. I think part of me just enjoys the fact that I used to have to fiddle about with air filters on old cars, and it was a real pain in the neck of the car out to fiddle with, and that's really easy to do. It fills me with joy. Right, let's put it back in. It's fine. Okay, bolty. So, what did I say was next? The timing was probably the next thing to check. And the alternator. And did I check the battery? I mean, it looks okay. Ah, 95%. Good. That's fine. So, that's... I mean, it could be something... What about the fuel things? So good job. Let's just have a quick check at those. Check out those? You know what I mean. This is where you teleport yourself up through the car. So every mechanic knows. There, look at that rusty piece of rubbish. The fuel filter. Just make sure that the fuel pump is okay. Oh yeah, it says, look, 95%. I don't have to unscrew it. Okay, so let's do the usual. Oh, Magic Vice. Why does my cursor go into the bottom left-hand corner of the screen when I click upon you? What am I here for? Oh, a fuel filter. Not the pump. The pump was fine. Fuel filter. Alright, let's slide that in. So a cheeky check. That did the job. Awesome. Right. So it's polish and replace. So rub, get all the greasy handprints off. Hopefully he didn't overhear me talking about his fine choice of colour. And we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Tell all your friends about the garage service. No, alright, don't worry.